How we doing, folks? Your host Moose here on the Pitt Panthers Football Network as we welcome you to Heinz Field as your Pitt Panthers get set to take on the Virginia Cavaliers. And it's going to be a great day for football. The Panthers still in it in the ACC Coastal Division, though on the outside looking in, chasing Virginia Tech, who they just lost to last week, but looking to get back on track and back in black in their Steel City themed uniforms representing the city of Pittsburgh, the city colors, as well as the colors of all the professional sports teams here. One team, one city, and the Panthers in those Steel City uniforms are ready and raring to go here. Davion Reynolds will return the opening kick. He's up over the 20 to about the 25, where the Panthers offense will take over the football, led by freshman quarterback C.J. Kirk. He's in the backfield in the shotgun with Reynolds to start the game off here, and Kirk's gonna hand it to Reynolds to start the game off. Gets a nice block there from the quarterback as Reynolds goes up over the 35. Good 12-yard pickup. First down for the Panthers on their first play from scrimmage. And this is a game that you look at the Panthers here and you have to expect them to come out victorious. I mean, Virginia has really struggled this year. 1-5, 0-2 in the ACC. Their offense, not very good. Their defense, not very good. They get outscored on average by about 8 points a game. The Panthers outscore their opponents on average by about 8 points a game, so you're looking at a pretty good spread there. But a good start for Virginia is Jared Franklin gets C.J. Kirk there on the play action and gets a sack. Some Panther prospects in attendance for this one: Perry Mills, Joshua Stover, Thomas Weatherford, all recruits in attendance. The Panthers looking to woo if they can put on a big performance in the game here. But second and 18 following the sack for the Panthers. Kirk here at quarterback. He's back to pass as Virginia Tech brings some pressure, dumps it off to Davion Reynolds, who's brought down. Solid 8-yard pickup there for the freshman tailback. 3rd and 10 now for Pitt. They go trips to the near side. Kirk's left. He's going to roll out to the right, create some space there. Plenty of time to throw. Rolling away from the pressure, dumps it off, looking for Paul Lease, and Josh Pendleton, the Virginia free safety, comes across, deflects that one away, and is going to force the punt from the Panthers. So Trey Johnson will lead the UVA offense out. The senior running back off to a very impressive start this season, almost 900 yards from scrimmage for him this year and 5 touchdowns over the course of their season. He'll be the focal point of their offense if they want to stay in this football game today. Bennett back to pass on first down. He's got Trey Johnson over the middle. The angle route leads him back to the middle of the field. 11-yard pickup. Good start for the Cavaliers. Motion from the tight end as Bennett's back to pass. He's going to look deep this time, but it's a little bit of a miscommunication with his receiver there, who would come back for the football, and that one goes sailing out of bounds, incomplete. Second down, the Panthers bringing the pressure yet again. Bennett's going to try and scramble away from it. Does a good job finding a hole up the middle and getting down for about a 13-yard pickup as Virginia moves across midfield, but on their first play following that, it's going to be an interception. Calvin Carlson sits down in a zone there right in the middle of the field. Bennett doesn't see him at all, and Carlson jumps in front of that one. That's his second interception of the season, and the Panthers play takeaway, regaining the football here early in the first quarter. Great start there. And so the Panthers have the ball near midfield, and it's going to be a full house look now. Reynolds takes it on a counter, dips around one Virginia defender before a horde of Cavaliers bring him down, but it's a 9-yard pickup. 2nd and 1 now for Pitt. It's going to be another handoff to Reynolds as he goes off tackle. Good blocking on the edge there by the Panthers, and Reynolds has enough to move the chains there inside the 35-yard line. Kirk back to pass on second down over the middle. A little bit of interference there, it looked like, from Pendleton, interfering with Antonio Greer's route. Nothing called, though. It'll be 3rd and long for the Panthers. Kirk rolls out on 3rd and 10, decides to heave it up for the end zone, looking for Jay Keys, and it's just too deep out the back of the end zone. Tough start for C.J. Kirk on the day so far, 1 for 5, and Johnny Midday will say good day and come in and knock through a fantastic field goal there for the Panthers from about 52 yards, and Pitt draws first blood here with a 3-0 advantage. 1st and 10, Bennett's going to look underneath. He's got Curtis Ross there for a good solid pickup before Adarion Mitchell lays the wood on him. First down for the Cavaliers. Motion from their tight end yet again. Play action from Bennett as he fakes a screen. Said he's going to look deep. Nobody open. And that's going to be a sack. Senior linebacker Quell Hampshire into the backfield to bring down Bennett. Big play by the Panthers there, forces 3rd and long. Bennett back to pass on 3rd and 15, and he's going to be brought down yet again. Jalen Hills coming off the edge for the sack 4th and 24. Virginia will punt the football away. Great defense by the Panthers on that possession. 2nd and 10 for Kirk. He's going to dump it off on a mid-screen there. That's C.J. London as the halfback goes underneath. Nowhere to go, though. 3rd and long now for the Panthers. Jake, he's in motion. Kirk's going to look for him, and again, a little bit of interference and contact there by the Virginia defense. They're doing a good job in impeding the progress of the Panthers receivers and allowing themselves to force another Pitt punt. Bennett there keeps it on 1st down, sets up 2nd and 6 now. Hurries back to the line here. Back to pass. Pitt rushes 4. Nowhere for Bennett to go, and Ronnie Baker's going to bring him to the turf. 3 sacks in the early going here for the Pitt Panther defense, and it's 3rd and long yet again for the struggling Cavaliers offense. Bennett back to pass. Plenty of time as Pitt rushes just 4, but the pass rush is going to get home yet again. 4th sack of the opening frame for the Panthers, and this time it's Malachi Bordeaux, the junior defensive tackle, getting in on the action, and the Pitt defense, 4 sacks and a pick already here in the opening quarter of play. The offense looking to make that stand up, though, as they're struggling. C.J. Kirk's going to go down there on 2nd down. Jeremy Jenkins brings him to the turf. 3rd and 18 now for the Panthers. The Cavaliers load the box and bring a heavy pressure, but Kirk going to dump it off Davion Reynolds in open space. 3rd and 18, and he's going to get 22. What a play call by the Panthers. Virginia brought 9 guys on a blitz, or 8 guys on a blitz, so Kirk just dumps it off quickly. Davion Reynolds turns it into a huge gain, and the Panthers move the chains. 2nd and 11 now in Virginia territory. Kirk in the shotgun. He's going to roll out to his right to try and create some space. Eventually scrambles around a couple of Virginia defenders. Gets safely to the turf, but not after moving the chains and picking up 1st down yardage for the Panthers. Kirk now hands off to Davion Reynolds. Goes up the middle. Spins around one defender with a nice little pirouette there. 9-yard pickup. 2nd and 1 now for Pitt. C.J. London checks in at halfback for the Panthers, but it's a designed run. Kirk's going to keep it himself there on the draw and gets just enough to move the chains 1st down. 1st and 10 for the Panthers. Reynolds comes in motion. He's going to get a jet sweep. No, it's going to be play action. RPO there for Kirk. Had a man open. Benjamin Ogden coming across the middle of the field, and Kirk just couldn't find him. Great play design by the Panthers. They had the man open they wanted, but he couldn't make it happen for the touchdown for the Panthers. But on 2nd down, C.J. London comes in, picks up 8 yards. It's going to set up 3rd and 2 for the Panthers as we get the 2nd quarter underway. Pitt currently leading Virginia 3-0 here on the Pitt Panthers Football Network. So 3rd and 2 for the Panthers. They go full house look to get this quarter underway. Kirk shifting something at the line. He's going to hand off to Reynolds, who's got enough room. Good blocking there by the other Panther backs. Sibley and London open up a hole there, and Reynolds doesn't get to pay dirt, but he does get the 1st down. So 1st and goal for the Panthers, and C.J. London nowhere to go there. Loss of 2. So 2nd and goal. They send Paul Lease in motion. Sibley and Reynolds in the backfield. It's going to be a handoff to Reynolds, and quickly he's going to be gobbled up in the backfield. The Cavalier defense putting up a nice goal line stand here so far. 3rd and goal. Pitt decides to go 5 wide from the 6. C.J. back to pass, rolling out to his right. So much space to roll into, and he's going to waltz into the end zone untouched, unmolested, and the Panthers push their advantage to 10-0. Great job by C.J. Kirk. Doesn't force a throw as Virginia drops so many guys into pass coverage. They only rushed 4, and Kirk's able to get outside of the rush and dance into the end zone. 10-0 Panthers here, 2nd quarter. Bennett misses a man there on 1st down. 2nd and 10. They go bunch, tight formation here as he's back to pass. Looks out wide, has a man. Trey Johnson just evades the coverage of Brian Youngling there. He's leveled and fumbles the ball out of bounds, but it's a 26-yard pickup for the Cavaliers as they're into plus territory now. 1st and 10. It's going to be Johnson going outside. A couple of Panthers unable to wrangle him to the turf. Calvin Carlson eventually the man to smother him. It'll be 3rd and 5 for Virginia. Bennett back to pass as Pitt brings some pressure. They have Travarius Randall over the middle of the field. He was wide open. If he catches that, he could go to the end zone. Unfortunately, drops it, and the Cavaliers punt the ball back to the Panthers, who look to expand their advantage, and they're going to have plenty of opportunity to do that. There's Davion Reynolds breaking free. Great handoff off tackle. Huge gain for the freshman running back. 1st down for Pitt into Virginia territory. They go full house look yet again. It's going to be Todd Sibley. Gets the football. He sheds one tackler into the open field. 10-5. Touchdown. Todd Sibley Jr. 43 yards for the house call. What a play there by the Panthers. Sibley had one tackler he had to beat, and then he just outran the rest of the Virginia defense the rest of the way. What a job there. Shed the Virginia safety and then made it look so easy the rest of the way. The Panthers picked up all the blockers but one. Sibley beat him, and he was on his way to the house. Great run there by the Panthers as they lead 17-0. 3rd and 8 now for the Cavaliers. Bennett back to pass. Pitt brings 5. Has a man over the middle. Curtis Ross in tight coverage there. Double coverage for the Panthers, and somehow Bennett threads the needle. 19-yard pickup for Ross. New set of downs for Virginia. It's going to be Travarius Randall on the draw now. Avery Heller swallows him up at the line of scrimmage. Nowhere to go for the Virginia halfback. Bennett back to pass now on 2nd down. Looking to the sideline. Double coverage. Well defended there. And Quell Hampshire and Scott Whaley both there to make the play. Hampshire the one to knock it to the turf. 3rd and long now for the Cavs. They go 5 wide look. Pitt brings the pressure. Bennett dumps off over the middle. Heller able to bring down Jared Owens, but he did find the yellow marker there and moves the chains for the Cavaliers. Huge 3rd and 10 pickup. They go underneath. That's going to be Pennington this time. Heller eventually the man to drag him to the turf again, but Martell Pennington moves the sticks one more time for Virginia. 2nd and 15. It's going to be Trey Johnson out near the sidelines. Quell Hampshire tries to level him. Not able to bring him down. He steps out of bounds safely after a good 10-yard pickup. 3rd and a manageable 5 for Virginia as they're in the red zone for the first time today. Bennett scrambles away, but nowhere to go. Swallowed up again. Jalen Hills, his 2nd sack of the day, and the Cavaliers forced to settle for 3. They had a manageable 3rd and 5 there, and the Panthers' pressure gets home yet again. 5th sack of the day for the Pitt defense, and a great job to get a nice stop of a Virginia passing game that had been moving the football very well. Pitt leading by 2 touchdowns now, facing 2nd and 11. They go full house look with Kirk in the pistol. Back to pass. Has a man. That's Benjamin Ogden behind the coverage. 30-yard pickup for the redshirt senior out of Texas. Big gain for the Panthers. Ogden's been very up and down this season, but he has been able to come up with a big play here and there for the Panthers and gets one. Nice pickup. Reynolds again looking very impressive rushing the football. He's up to 89 yards on just 8 carries after the 12-yard gain there. Pitt moving the ball very efficiently on the ground so far today. 2nd and 10. It's going to be Kirk rolling out. He's going to do the safe maneuver and just step out of bounds. 3-yard pickup. Lives to fight another day on 3rd and 7. 5 wide for the Panthers. Kirk sitting in the pocket looking to the sideline. He's lucky that wasn't intercepted. Randy Williams stepping in front of the pass intended for KJ Welsh. And so Johnny Midday will step out and knock another field goal through the uprights. Pitt pushing their advantage to 20-3. And as we look around the country, number 1 Ole Miss in a spot of trouble right now. Josh Reddick and Arkansas, 3 touchdowns, up 24-19 over the number 1 team in the country, possibly putting them on upset alert down there in Fayetteville. 2nd and 10 for Virginia. It's going to be Trey Johnson out of the backfield yet again. He's been very efficient catching the football. That's a 23-yard pickup. The Cavaliers out near midfield late in the first half here. Bennett back to pass. Underneath, that's going to be Travarius Randall, the reserve halfback. 8-yard pickup as he fights for some extra yardage. 2nd and 2 now for the Cavs as they call timeout. Bennett back to pass. Free rusher for the Panthers. Forces an ill-advised throw from Bennett, and Jacob Lachlan nearly took it the other way. Knocks that one down. Should have had an interception. 3rd and 2. It's going to be Johnson. Needed 2. Got 1. So it'll be 4th and 1 for the Cavs, and they're going to go for it here, needing to get something going to keep them in the football game. It's going to be Johnson off tackle, and Lachlan and Heller, the Panthers' star safeties, combine to smother him in the backfield. Pitt takes over. 1:12 to play, 2 timeouts. Plenty of opportunity to add to their advantage, and they're going to get a great throw there from C.J. Kirk, finding K.J. Welsh, 19 yards, tiptoes down at the sidelines. That would have been good on Sundays. Great catch there by the sophomore. Kirk again to the sidelines. He's got Jay Keys for 15 yards, and another big gain for the Panthers, quickly up inside the 25. Bubble screen, dangerous pass there for Keys as it was nearly intercepted, but it finds its way to the Panthers star junior. Good solid pickup. 3rd and 5 for Pitt as the clock winds to about 30 seconds to play. Play action for Kirk. He's going to roll to his right, trying to find an open man, and he's got one. Paul Lease in the end zone. Diving grab for the Jersey Jet. Superstar play, and the Panthers are putting this one to bed very, very early. A commanding 27-3 lead as they take this football game to halftime. CJ Kirk finds Paul Lease in the end zone, a diving grab, and one of the most dominating first halves of the season for your Pitt Panthers. They lead Virginia 27-3, and it's been an incredible performance for Pitt. They've been running the ball almost at will, passing the ball very, very efficiently, shutting down the Virginia offensive attack, making them very one-dimensional, and opening up a big lead here as we get set to start the second half. Virginia looking to stay in this football game, and it's going to be Bennett back to pass to open the second half. Looks underneath Derek Calhoun there. Short gain sets up 3rd and 4 as the Cavaliers change the play at the line. Pitt brings pressure up the middle. Bennett withstands it and finds a man underneath. That's Curtis Ross, who bangs off one tackler, moves forward for a 16-yard pickup. Impressive game for Ross right now. He's done a great job shedding that first tackler, keeping plays alive, and turning them into good gains. It's going to be Ross again over the middle. Bennett finds him. 19-yard pickup there for the Virginia speedster, and he turns into another nice gain. Virginia getting into Pitt territory, but they haven't been able to find points once they get on the plus side of the field. 2nd inches now for the Cavaliers. Bennett back to pass. Pitt brings a heavy blitz. They go with the screen to Trey Johnson, and Calvin Carlson saves a touchdown there. Great tackle as the Cavaliers beat the Pitt blitz with the screenplay. Very impressive play calling there for Virginia. Unlucky to not get a touchdown. 3rd and 8 now after a couple of short runs for the Cavaliers. Bennett back to pass, picking up the pressure, going to the end zone, and Owens can't haul that one in. Cedric Granger with a hand in his face maybe caused a bit of interference there with him seeing the football. He's not able to hang on to it, and so the Cavaliers settling for 3 when they really looked likely to get 7 there. As we look around the country, Oklahoma in a bit of trouble. The number 2 team in the country, possibly an upset alert here. Oklahoma State leading the Sooners with 13 minutes to play, 39-35 in Bedlam. Always crazy with that game over in Norman. 2nd and 10 for the Panthers here. It's going to be Davion Reynolds. He's got tackled by Josh Pendleton. Great job standing up the Panthers freshman, but a good pickup of 9 sets up 3rd and short. They're going to go to Todd Sibley this time. Dances around one Virginia defender. 6-yard pickup. Moves the chains once again for the Panthers. 1st and 10. Reynolds subs back in alongside CJ Kirk. They are going to hand it to the freshman. He finds a nice hole up the middle. 6-yard pickup for Pitt, and they're consistently 5, 6, 7, 8 yards a run, and that's going to keep the chains moving and keep the game moving for the Panthers as they go here. But they go with a mid-screen to Jay Keys on 3rd down, 3-yard pickup, and the Panthers stop short. Virginia will take over the football. A bit of momentum now for the Cavaliers as they've been moving the football well. They're not going to do it on this play, though. Bennett tries to scramble, and he's sacked yet again. This is going to be a Darion Mitchell, the junior outside linebacker, coming up and bringing down the senior signal caller for the Cavaliers. Bennett back to pass on 3rd and 15. It's another screen. It's Johnson. Breaks away from one tackler. Knocked the football loose. Jalen Hills forced the fumble. Virginia lucky to recover, or the Panthers would have had the ball in incredible field position. Instead, following the Virginia punt, they'll get the ball just on their own side of midfield here, looking to make something happen. Play action roll out for CJ Kirk. He's got senior tight end Caleb Cannon underneath, and Mini Gronk turns that into an 18-yard pickup. Pitt quickly into plus territory. Read option for CJ Kirk. Keeps it himself. 5-yard pickup. Pitt over 170 rushing yards on the day. One of their most prolific days on the ground all season. 3rd and 5 now for Pitt. Kirk rolling out to the right. Nowhere to go. He's going to lose 2, but Pitt kind of in a bit of no man's land right now. They're going to choose to go for it. 4th and 6 at the 37. Kirk back to pass. Over the middle. Knocked away. Good defense. Joey Blaylock as Kirk was trying to find Jay Keys over the middle of the field. Unable to do so. And Virginia up near midfield looking to keep themselves alive here in this football game as we get late in the 3rd quarter. That's deflected away, though. Avery Heller, good job knocking that football to the turf. 3rd and 8 now for the Cavaliers. Bennett back to pass. Plenty of time. Pitt only rushes 4. He's got all kinds of time in the pocket, choosing to go deep. Double coverage, and he's got Derek Calhoun. Incredible grab there by the senior receiver. 45-yard pickup. He's down and has to be helped off the field, but an incredible grab in double coverage there. Virginia up in the red zone, but Mitchell does a great job knocking down Travarius Randall behind the line of scrimmage. Loss of 2. 3rd and 12 now for the Cavaliers. Bennett Back to pass. Pitt rushes 4. He's got a man over the middle. That's going to be Walker. Nowhere to go, though, for Mike Walker. 8-yard pickup. That'll take us to the end of the third quarter. Virginia trailing by 3 touchdowns and facing a crucial 4th down here. Pitt 27, Virginia 6 on the Pitt Panthers Football Network. So it's a crucial 4th down for the Pitt defense here. Up 3 touchdowns, looking to keep it that way. Virginia going for it on 4th and 5. Pitt brings pressure up the middle to the end zone. It's knocked away. Jacob Laughlin deflects the football. The Panthers will take over on downs and look to put away the Virginia Cavaliers, who've hung tough. Pitt had a 27-3 lead at halftime, looked to have this game well and truly over, but Virginia holds them scoreless in the 4th quarter, and the Panthers now just trying to hang on here. 3rd and 5. It's Davion Reynolds on the screen, dances around one defender, nearly brought down behind the line. Instead, he turns it into a big gain, and Pitt keeps their drive alive with a huge 3rd down conversion. Benjamin Ogden in motion. Kirk under center. He rolls out to his right to create some space. Dumps it off. He's got Todd Sibley there out of the backfield. Huge block down the field by Antonio Greer, the senior tight end, lighting up the Virginia secondary there. Big 1st down for the Panthers. 3rd and 5 now. Kirk rolls out, looks underneath. It's Jay Keys. Plenty of room for him to roam forward. 17-yard pickup for the junior receiver, the former Biletnikoff winner, who we haven't called his name much today, but that's because the Panthers' run game's been so dominant. It's been this man, Todd Sibley, making a very impressive performance. That's 11 yards, and that's another 1st down for the Panthers. This time it's going to be Xavier Godfrey, the sophomore halfback, in the backfield for the Panthers. It's a halfback pass there, and that one falls incomplete. Lucky it wasn't a turnover. Panthers try a bit of trickeration on 1st down, and it goes nowhere. 2nd and 10. It's going to be Kirk rolling out, looking to the end zone, and he's got Jay Keys. We haven't said much about him until right now. Touchdown, Kirk to Keys, and the Panthers may have just put this one out of reach. What a throw by C.J. Kirk. Jay Keys did a great job getting off the press coverage, getting behind the zone, and just finding the soft spot in the Virginia coverage, and all C.J. Kirk had to do was put it on a platter for him, led him perfectly, and he hauls that one in the end zone. Touchdown Panthers, 34-6, and I think this one's all but over. Virginia going to continue fighting, though. It's going to be Bennett looking over the middle. There's Curtis Ross, who we talked about, has had a very big game today. That's a 17-yard pickup. 1st down for the Cavs as they keep their drive moving. Bennett back to pass. Pitt rushing just 4. Nowhere to go, and he's going to be brought down. Ronnie Baker, his 2nd sack of the day. All the Pitt defensive ends getting in on the action here. 7 sacks on the day now for the Pitt defense. 3rd and 16. Underneath, it's a screen. It's Travarius Randall, and Ryan Jacobs, the sophomore defensive tackle, hauls him down for a big loss, and the Panthers will take over, and you'll see some of the second-teamers get some action now. It's A.C. Reese at quarterback, handing off to Todd Sibley, and he nearly breaks another huge run. That was 19. That could have been 60. Huge gain there for Sibley. Nearly a touchdown. Instead, it's a large gain to move the chains for Pitt. 7 yards for Sibley this time. 2nd and 3 now for the Panthers. Reese decides to keep it himself there. Read option. He's got room to roam forward there. Great run there by the redshirt junior quarterback, who he's seen his starting job lost early in this season, but he's still playing very, very well when he gets the opportunity for the Panthers here. This time he goes to Sibley for a loss of yards. It's going to be 3rd and 11. Obvious passing down for Reese to finally get to show his stuff. Send KJ Welsh in motion. They have him over the middle, and huge drop there for KJ Welsh. Should have been a completion for A.C. Reese. There was a very nice throw. The sophomore Welsh unable to hang on to that one. Some greasy fingers there. And so Johnny Midday comes up and kicks a field goal. 37-6 now Panthers. An upset alert is confirmed. Arkansas 33-32. They knock off Heisman favorite Dustin Young and the Ole Miss Rebels. 3 touchdown performance for Young, but he's outdone by Reddick's 4 touchdown performance as the Razorbacks get a huge victory. And over in Minnesota, the Golden Gophers 38-31 over Michigan. Another Heisman contender, Steve Tate, being outdone by Riley. 4 touchdown performance for the Minnesota quarterback. Freshman tailback Miles Bigsby, 160 yards and a touchdown for the Wolverines right now. 2nd and 14 for Ryan Bennett now. Back to pass. Plenty of time. He's got Travarius Randall out of the backfield. He runs over a Panther defender, and he's got a huge gain there. 53-yard pickup. I think that was Avery Heller who got steamrolled there as Randall had a head of steam, and he was able to get a big gain there. 3rd and 9 now. They go to Randall underneath, and this time the Panthers defense hauls him right to the turf. Ronnie Baker puts the clamps on him. It's going to be another 4th down conversion attempt for the Cavs. Bennett back to pass. Looks underneath. He's got Stokes, but nowhere to go. That's going to be Mac McAlevey, the sophomore defensive end. Steamrolls him to the turf. And a great stop by the Panthers. Another 4th down conversion attempt goes awry for the Cavaliers, and the Panthers will surely run out the clock here. Todd Sibley, 100-yard day for the redshirt senior. He's a guy that's been overlooked a lot this season, but he comes in, has an incredible performance. Touchdown for the Panthers, and they're going to get a big win. That's Daenerys Carter getting a touch there for the Pitt offense as well, as the Panthers run out the clock. 37-6, domination of the Virginia Cavaliers. Great game. CJ Kirk, 3-touchdown performance. He didn't have to do too much. 208 passing. Didn't have to carry the Pitt offense. The running game was fantastic. Davion Reynolds and Todd Sibley both going for 100-yard days on the ground. Sibley 109 yards, Reynolds 104, and it was a comprehensive victory for the Panthers. 37-6 here, putting on for the city, the Steel City uniforms, with another big victory. Pitt 37, Virginia 6. We thank you so much for watching and tuning in here on the Pitt Panthers Football Network. Always appreciate your excitement for Pitt Panther football, and we will see you in the Panthers' next contest when they take on the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets in a Thursday night football contest. So as always, guys, hail to Pitt. We'll see you soon. Take care. Bye-bye.